Hello everybody and welcome to this video. Now it's been a while since I've made any videos recently. Reason being I've been upgrading our video equipment and sound equipment, and hopefully it should be giving you a lot better experience watching and listening to me. There may be still some teething issues with what we're doing, so bear with us as we just get out all the bugs and everything, and as we try to get used to this new system. But anyway, today I'm going to be talking to you about areas of influence, and you may consider areas of influence. So my question is, what are your areas of influence? We all have areas of influence, and sometimes we always think about of big grand things which is all there and true, but otherwise it's the small things, the everyday things of life that we have and that we touch, right? So our daily life, the work, family, friends, people that we interact with along the way to work, people on the tube that we maybe see and talk. And sometimes it's not always what we say, many times it's what we do. Our actions sometimes speak louder than words. You know, how we present ourselves, how we look, how we make contact with people. Do we smile at people? Do we growl? No, do we scowl at people? As a growl, some people do growl. But do we scowl at people? Do we make our face as if we're not happy to see anybody in this world at all? You know, and how does that influence people? How does it influence us? What's the effect that we have upon other people? And that area of influence that we have is quite big when we start to think about it. You know, it is a ripple effect that we have. You know, that a smile to somebody can change somebody's life. You know, change somebody's day. You know, spending time with people, and you know, as you talk to them again, could change somebody's life. And many times when I would go to the park and sit down and just relax and just enjoy the quietness, a stranger may come along and sit beside me and then start up a conversation. I don't know them, but then they will start to have a conversation, and we would chat for a little bit. And as many times it's a very happy, light-hearted conversation. Sometimes it is a little bit more deeper than that, you know. And normally we would end, and they are very happy that they met us, and I'm happy that I met them. And so we part with ideas and thoughts shared, and thinking that, yeah, I can possibly do that. That's something to think about. And they had a very interesting view of life, and yeah, and I think, you know what, I perhaps can do some things and make some changes and adjustments in my own life, because they pass over something to me that I think I could incorporate and then use and then change my life into something much better than it is now. So that sphere of influence, that area of influence that we have with people, comes in many forms, and how we choose to use it and put it forth is so important. And because we may have much more influence in people's lives than we realise, you know. Because sometimes we'll be talking to somebody and we may say something to a particular person, and they may be suddenly hurt or offended by what we said, and we're not even realising what we have said have hurt them or have made such a deep impact upon them because of our standing, and we don't even realise that we've developed such a high standing in their eyes, that they respect us, they think of us of somebody that they can come to and maybe ask for advice, or indirectly ask for advice, because many times people don't always come forth and ask for advice, but indirectly. And so when we say something sometimes, not realising the impact it will have on somebody's life, not knowing that we carry such an influence is sometimes surprising, and sometimes it can be quite humbling that you could have such an influence upon somebody else's life. And so we need to be careful, we need to understand the impact of our words, our actions, how we do things, in the way that we are. And one thing I say, encourage people, learn to be who you are, but don't always try to be offensive with it. Do it with good grace if possible. And some people, some people like to be obnoxious, like to be rude, because that's how they prefer to be. But wherever possible, try to do it in good taste. Try to be who you are, but with the understanding that not all people will be ready for that or be willing to accept it. But understand that you will have an influence upon them at times. So it's at times that the influence that we have on people also reflect back on us. And we've got to understand that as well, that who you are may not necessarily be who you really are. And sometimes we all wear masks at times. And it's at times when we need to start to be able to remove those masks and start to live that authentic life of who we are, so that the influence is genuine. The influence that we are giving out, because whether you like it or not, we are all giving out some kind of influence, some kind of persona of who we are, who we would like to be at times. But not many people are really living who they really are. So this may be the time for you to really start to understand your own influence. And also the most important thing of all is the influence in your own life and who you are. You've got to influence your own self to be yourself. And when you start to do that, you really will start to see things change. And then it will be naturally be an influence on the people around you. So, I hope this video has been of help to you. And again, please press like, subscribe, leave your comments, all those good things. And if you'd like any help, please use the links down below. And until next time, take care now. Bye bye.